don't know if you can see this, there is a ton load of shattered, broken glass all over the road, just where children are going to be playing. So we're going to try and clear all of this up as well. It's incredible just how much rubbish you can find. We've been pulling this up for the last maybe 10-20 minutes, and look at everything we found. Here's a bit more. Hola, ¿qué tal? I'm here this morning just north of Marbella with Phil, who's the editor of La Chispa magazine. Phil, firstly, could you say a little bit about who you are, La Chispa magazine?
Okay, well, the magazine is what I call an eco-holistic magazine. It covers all the different subjects of ecology, natural health, healthy living, and personal development. It's been running on the coast here for 6 years now, and we're here today to lend support to an eco group called Chispa, who operate around the Marbella area, doing things like we're doing today, clearing rubbish and planting trees, and generally trying to make people aware of the importance of looking after the environment.
And could you just say a little bit about this area where we are? So this is the first time I've been here.
We're in just above Marbella on the Costa del Sol, and this area is called Puerto Rico, and it's in between the town of Marbella and what they call the Concha, which is the very famous mountain that sits above Marbella. And this is an area which Antonio, who runs the group called Chispa, was explaining earlier, that is it's a private land, but it has public access, and they're trying to raise awareness of this area to become a natural park, protected and looked after as well. I think is the main sort of message, that it's not looked after, it's been used as a dumping ground. And so we've been here today to help clear it up, and this group do most of their work around Marbella.
And are there more days like this coming up? What's the plan for the year?
Okay, well, as far as Chispa is concerned, my intention with helping to organise these kind of things is that I believe that there's a lot of my readers who are interested in the environment but might not know how to access the ecological groups that do this kind of work. And then of course there's the ecological groups that always need volunteers, and the more help the better. So my intention was to use the magazine as a bridge between the two, and we will be choosing one day every issue, so every 2 months there'll be a day out like this. We'll do different activities, probably with different groups, as we develop the project, the idea.
That's great. Well, as you'll see on the video, there's been a huge amount of rubbish that we've found already. You can probably hear people dumping it in some of the containers already. You'll see just how beautiful the spot is. But it is a bit of a shame that people leave rubbish here, but there's been quite a few people here today, haven't there been?
I think there's been in total about 50 people who've come up here. I mean, this is the thing, you can never have enough people to do this kind of work, and for me personally, you know, I have 2 small children, and to be able to bring them out and just show them how beautiful these places are and how important it is to respect the environment at their age, if they grow up with that attitude, then the world could be a better place.
Exactly. There's been a lot of broken glass, you know, and again with children running around. But also for adults, I know for myself, you know, I've had quite a strenuous week this week, one way or another, and, you know, I certainly like to get out into nature to really enjoy it.
It's one of the things that it spoils the enjoyment of a lot of places that are like this, where you go and, like you say, you can't let the kids run around because of the dangers of the broken glass and the other rubbish that's around, which I think has, you know, a negative impact on the enjoyment of being out in places like this.
Yeah. So last week you may have seen my video where we tried to protest against the motorway that's being built through the forest Pinar del Rey. To be honest, I think it needs maybe quite a few more people to get involved to really stop the motorway, and I was a little bit down because I didn't really know how successful that project will be, but I think actually coming on this kind of project where you really are having a positive impact. I think it's a great thing. I think it's great what the Chispa are doing with the eco groups. It's a great magazine. It's a free magazine that's every 2 months?
Every 2 months.
It's every 2 months. So if you have a look at La Chispa magazine or go on the internet, I'll add links on my website to La Chispa, and there you'll find information about maybe if you want to come along to an eco day in Andalusia and really give something back to, you know, Mother Earth, Mother Nature.
I think it takes you away from the sort of the tourist beaches. I mean, there's work that's done on the beaches as well. Last year there was a big group of diving people, enthusiasts, who went to the other side of Malaga and they did a similar thing in the sea, getting in, picking up all the rubbish. So there's a lot of activity like this down here, and the experience, you know, for people who might be interested, is that it takes you away from the tourist beaches and gets you a different experience of somewhere.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for speaking
Pleasure.
to me this afternoon.
Thanks for your help and thanks for coming along.
Yeah, no problem.
¿Mezclamos uno más o qué? Pero ¿dónde hay agua?
Pero nos falta agua con esto. Sí. Tiene agua ahí por ahí dentro. Estamos una.
Well, we're just whitewashing the gates and the entrance to the finca here, so hopefully you think I look really sexy as we do all the painting. We've done a lot of clearing and now we're getting ready with the paint.
Let's all do those because they're only clearing just enough. Just clearing. Just clearing. The whole area or just... No.